We been hanging outside, ain't going in. Yeah.
Alright, we outside, but we inside. Who I'm inside with?
Morgan Janay here.
Morgan Janay. Before I get started doing anything, my first question I like to pop this thing off with is, how is your mental health?
Oh, mine is very good. I'm happy, I'm genuine, and I'm proud of my music career. Music helps me be very happy. So, yeah, I'm pretty chill right now, though. So,
how do you keep your mental health on the up and up, for people that's out there that don't got good mental health,
Well, honestly, I recommend just doing stuff that you love. And for me, I really love music, and that's how it keeps me balanced. Whether I'm happy or sad, I just play some music, whether it's mine or another artist's music, and I just be very happy.
Okay, I see that. We in front of a piano. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Give me something. Just give me something.
Okay.
Give me anything.
This is one of the ones from my album. It's called Clear Skies. I'll play a little bit for you.
Yeah, give him a little sample. Wow, come on. Nobody ever played the piano during the interview, but I did have somebody make a beat during the interview. So, you know what I'm saying? We stepping up things over here. Yeah. Let's get into this. So, Morgan Janay, real name?
Morgan Manning Janay. But yeah, I like being called Morgan Janay.
Okay. What made you keep your name and not go with a stage name?
Well, because really, it just has a ring to it, Morgan Janay. You got the MJ. MJs are special, Michael Jackson. So I was like, ooh, I'll be MJ, Morgan Janay.
Okay, I ain't look at it from that point. Okay, when you say MJ, it's a lot of great MJ. So Morgan will be the next great MJ. Yeah. I already see it. Now tell me this. Let the people know where you're from, and let them know, just let them know where you're from.
Well, right now I'm from Douglasville, Georgia. I was born in Las Vegas, and I'm a musician right now, just doing my thing, stuff like that.
Okay, for the people that's not from Douglas, explain to the people, kind of paint a picture of how you grew up in your environment.
Well, really, it all started. I was autistic, and I would just be my playpen. I would normally not do much, but I would have gifts. I would do random stuff, whether it's like beatboxing, tapping on my crib, or simply just watching some pieces of music. And my mom, she would notice my emotions, whether I'm sad, I'm crying because I've heard this song, but it was taken away. Like, she would replay the song for me because, she was like, oh, she loves music. And that's how I've gotten myself to loving music. It was embedded with me. It was my gift. And that's how I went on from there.
Wow, that's deep. Now, let's speak on autism. For somebody out there that don't know what autism is, can you explain to them what it is?
Yes, it's an individual who was nonverbal at a certain age, that couldn't speak, that couldn't get their words right, and they couldn't really communicate. But for me, I would communicate with just screaming. I was quite different, and that was others experience autism in different ways. I experienced it whether it was like me screaming, pointing stuff out, and that was my side of that. Yeah.
Okay. How was your mindset growing up with having autism? What kind of trials did you face, growing up with autism?
Difficulties?
Yeah.
Well, I guess judgment, it comes in a big play because some people, they expect you to be just smart because they don't know you have autism at first. And that's when you got to explain it to them and give your backstory, and then they'll understand eventually. It's like, oh, okay, well, okay, now I see from your side. All right, I understand now, and stuff like that, All
right. Now, if you do know, can you let people know when was you diagnosed with autism?
At 3.
At 3. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
I was nonverbal till age 5. Yeah, my mom told me, and stuff like that too. But yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Nonverbal to 5, which is crazy because you're an artist, right? So how was that being nonverbal? Do you remember any of that, you know?
No, not at all. But what my mom told me, it's like very believable because, you know, as I was a teenager, I would not really communicate like that. And I saw some characteristics of me being autistic. I was like, oh, okay. I totally understand that now. And I'm learning to be who I am truly. And I don't let nobody judge me for that.
That's right. Come on now. Come on now. How did you become so social? Because it's like you can hold a conversation real good, and you know what I'm saying, you're articulating your words. So how did you become so social coming from being nonverbal? Because it's crazy. You like articulating better than people that have been talking their whole life. So how did you pick this up?
School? Well, really just like learning from other people, you know, even though I was never able to talk, I was able to pick up stuff and I would hear other people's words. I'd be like, I want to use that too. So in my mind, you know, I don't really know how I was thinking, but I know I was thinking that. And I was like, let me use wise words that other people use. And I want to use it too. So yeah, so that way I also can be a wise one day. Well, yeah, which I am. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about the household. 2-parent home? 2-parent home, or how was your household growing up?
Yes.
2-parent home. How is it having 2 parents? Some kids don't have both parents. So how is that for you growing up, knowing I got both parents in the house?
It is very helpful, and you know, having 2, it can like help balance you up. And they were helping me through everything. They look what I like, they see what I don't like, and they just use that to build me up further. And it's very positive.
Can you give the people something that your parents taught you that helped you through maybe high school, through life, through creating music? You got a moment that you can say, I remember this, and they taught me this.
I would say just keep going forward with what you love the most and put that into use. So whether, you know, you're liking a specific game, whether it's building, you know, whether, you know, you're musical, whether you see your gifts somewhere else, it doesn't even have to be, you know, like a job per se. You'd be like, oh, I really enjoy doing this. And if you enjoy something, you're going to grow to become better than that. And it has to be genuine, to come from the heart. And if you're genuine like that, you're going to grow. That's my advice.
All right, let's get into music. What was that first piece of music that you heard that inspired you to start doing the same? If you can remember it.
Beyonce. Because when I was young, I always listened to Beyonce. So I say yes, Beyonce.
Favorite Beyonce song? On the spot.
Her old music, like Crazy in Love and Single Ladies, all that from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know the Single Ladies routine? The dance routine? I'm joking.
Not really,
It was the whole thing. Well, can you play that on the piano? Single Ladies. I put on the spot like 3 times. I'm trying to test her.
Not really. But hey, I could learn it though. You were like, give me some time. I'm like, oh, figure out the chords.
Yeah, next time we got to see, have you picked up the Single Ladies?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Now, I'm going to get into this. Do you know you viral?
I do. I know. Yeah. I am viral. Popular, in fact.
When did you figure out that you was viral?
The moment my personality became big on Instagram. And Instagram, you know, it's filled with funny things or it's filled with like crazy things. I was innocently funny, and that kind of sparked other people to be like, oh my gosh, she's innocent? She's not shaking her booty. She's not doing this. She's not doing that. I'm like, oh wow, she's changing the generation. Boom.
How old are you?
19.
Right. So, you know, people probably think you way younger than you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I get that a lot.
Yeah. So me looking, I would have probably thought she was like 12, 13.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so 19. You almost going to be 21. Like, so how was graduating high school and going through the whole high school thing?
Well, actually, I take Acellus lessons. I'm almost about to graduate and to go into college and stuff like that. And I just can't wait.
Okay.
So exciting.
College. You ready for college?
I think I am, but honestly, you know, studying and all that, I'm gonna do all that and boom, I'll be very confident. But I'm kind of like in between. So yeah.
Back to Instagram. What got you going with Instagram and going that route? Because most kids, they'll go TikTok first. So how was that?
For me, I was never really introduced to TikTok like that. My mom would always go on Instagram, and from that on there, I was like, you know, let me see what Instagram's really like. My mom used to post videos of herself like a lot, but then like she eventually gradually like put me into there too. Started posting me when I was small, whether it was something little. We got little views, but hey, that's okay. You know, that's progress, you know? And then we got more followers as we grew. And then mom started really loving it because she was like, oh my gosh, I can do other stuff. I can do her hair. I can, you know, pick clothes out for her. And so can I. I can decide. I can, you know, be like, oh, let's do this and let's do that. And that's how we grew from there. And I was like starting to like Instagram.
Right. Because like if you look at it, your page is like an experience.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get a lot of different styles, right? With your wardrobe and your hair and your shoes, right? So explain to the people your style and how do you come up with these crazy outfits? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. We got either go to the mall.
Right.
Boom. We decide from there, we like, ooh, t-shirt, boom. Let's see if we want to cut it. Let's see if we want to make something out of it, rips, stripes, patterns, or okay, let's get these shoes. These shoes look cool. All right, and I'm like, my mom looking around, I'm looking around. Oh, these stood out to me. Let's get those. And we just start from there. And that's like the fashion sense, really. Me and my mom got a keen eye to see things that are really good looking. So I guess that's kind of why I just look fashionable as a person.
Are you making these decisions with the cuts and the placements of things like how, or is it collaboration?
Sometimes, I mean, my mom's creativity also is with that too, because she like would start something and I would follow in to like, you know, gradually make it better as it seems. So yeah.
Right. Cause the style is wicked, right? It reminds me of like Missy Elliott, Under 3000. Like when they did Lady Gaga, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you even know Lady Gaga. You know Lady Gaga?
Yes, I do know Lady Gaga.
Cool. Okay.
Well, I listen to
okay.
music.
She wore a whole meat dress to a gala. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like when I see your style, I see other big artists that done crazy things. Yeah. And you kind of like doing it at a young age that nobody would do that in, right? Because like the comments, they will get on to you. They'll talk about what you got on there.
Bro, they're funny.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that? Because it could be positive comments.
Sometimes, you know, you don't really have to read comments to know there's positivity in the comments. You know, you just go off like you seeing your likes and seeing like how much engagement you're getting. That's what I go off personally. Yeah.
Right. And I can see you like so oblivious to like all this. You don't really care.
Yeah.
Because people talk crazy. So how do you deal with, let's say, quote unquote, hate on the internet or people talking about you? Or
it's best to not really give your attention to that. You just ignore it. And, you know, if they, you know, do want attention, you just kindly give them, you know, some kindness slipping in there and be like, what the world? She's not reacting negatively to it? Nope. No, I'm just, you know, being nice about it.
Just vibing.
Because it's funny. I mean, I'm just like, okay, cool.
All right, let's get into your one of your biggest songs. I say that because it's how I found you first. The Cuties song.
Yes, Cutest.
Cutest rock. You know what I'm saying? So what was the mindset and the process of creating this song all the way from the beat?
Yeah, it just gave off like joy and like upbeat. And I was like, ooh, someone can dance to this, but also like a kid can also dance to this. And I'm just like, it gives off a generational song, like where everybody can listen to it. So I was like, let me just do my thing, you know? Let me just come up with something. And then I came up, I was like, Cutest. This is giving cute. It's giving something. I was like, but cute. It stood out to me more.
How old were you when you like first created this song?
Probably 16, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. Now, take the people through the recording process of recording this song. Like, how did you do this step by step?
So you got to start off with a melody, right? Humming. You know, you're not really getting the lyrics out yet. You're just like... And sometimes, you know, you might be like, oh, I might not remember this next time. Just go on your phone, get the phone out, voice record, hit that, boom, start recording your voice. Slip that in there. Next day, oh, okay, I'll just go back. Boom, I hear it. Oh, I have some ideas. Boom, go to like, your studio, and then you just like, okay, I think I got something for this. Start writing words down that you repeat the most. Cutest, you don't got the words yet. You're just repeating cutest, and then boom. That's how I do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, look. The way you breaking it down is so artistic, right? Because I do the same thing. I normally forget the melody. I voice memo it. And then when I get into the studio, I'm like, boom, this is how I'm gonna lay it down, right? Yeah. So the way you just broke that down is like amazing, right?
Yeah.
Recording, we in the studio right now. This is Morgan's and her father's studio, right? It's a lot of instruments in here. How many instruments can you play?
I could play a lot when I learn it. But I mostly play piano. I kind of learn the guitar a little bit, as I go on, keep learning it. And my guitar too. My guitar, I know that, okay.
Now, because it's kind of a piano on the, Yeah. So how does that influence your sound when you're in the studio?
Oh, well, instruments come off of melody as well. Instruments are kind of like a voice. You're singing it, you're humming it, whether it's doing this or that. And instrument, you want to go in a C range without knowing what the note is. You're just like, sing it. When you're singing it, you're like, okay, you're going that range. Same for instruments. You're just playing it, and you know what to play because it sounds like a song. Instruments sound like a song. Instruments sound like you're singing a song. And that's how I go from there.
Right. That's amazing. Now, how does your father influence what you're doing in the studio? How does he help you orchestrate through these songs?
Well, he's a producer and he does all this production stuff. So just seeing him, do all this musical stuff as well, just makes me wonder. I just see on the sidelines, I look at his screen, I'm like, oh, he's doing a song for someone. Whether it's like my mom or somewhere else, and I'm just look through there and stuff.
So how does that influence, right? Because you got somebody that's like crazy musically inclined. Have you picked up how to record yourself and do certain things yourself without even having his assistance, or are you still kind of trying to learn?
I'm slowly, gradually learning. I only learned the production part to place beats inside my piano, this Roland I have here, and I start going from there. Whether it's tick noises, whether it's quantizing, so everything can go in order, and all that sort of complicated stuff that someone will be looking at me confused of. I was confused too. I was like, what is quantizing? I had to just figure that out, and yeah.
Okay, now back to Cutest, right? You got the famous boots on. Can you show these people? Can you take one of them off?
Oh, yeah.
You got a lot of comments about
boneless boots is what most people call it.
All right, so let's break down what we call these.
I call it the ice cream shoes. These people call it the ice cream kickers, boneless boots, yada yada. It's like, whoa, okay. I had one name for it, but okay, we'll go with the other names because it's so popular, I guess.
The inspo behind this, break this down to me.
Yeah.
Break down the whole, because there's a lot of details in this shoe. So can you break that down for the people? Because I know they be talking about the boots. So
it's basically there's sprinkles, there's cream, there's a cone. There you go. That's all there is to it.
That's right.
Ice cream shoes, yeah.
Right. And then, you at a young age, you've been on a lot of stages. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of videos of you performing.
Oh, yeah.
You got people doing the dance, the Cutest rock. How did we come up with this dance? Now, I could think of it, listen to the song. I probably just start doing the dance just off the top. But how did you come up with the dance, I
just be groovy and jamming. And when I come up with something and I see it's something I mostly repeat doing, then I decide to just keep doing it. And also because I also had some dancers as well for my music video, Cutest in the World. And that's when I started forming choreography. And I got used to doing the half top, or I got used to doing the intro dance I mostly do. And that's how I started from there.
Yeah, because I mean, to catch people's eyes, you need something to have them to do and recreate something that you done.
Yes.
So the dance,
Yeah.
good marketing tool.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Are you still pushing that?
Totally, yeah. I still
Okay.
do the intro for the cutest till this day, even though whether it gets me ooh or it gets me okay, we're just here.
You've been doing this for a long time and you've been on a lot of stages. Who have you met that you wanted to meet and you finally met and you was like, man, I can't believe I met him?
Yeah, so in my cutest video, I've met these amazing twins called the Waker twins. And they just had this bubbly personality and they were just so fun to hang out with that I was like, okay, wow. This kind of reminds me of me, like when I'm alone, chilling. And they were just basically a good vibe. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
What's your most iconic outfit?
I think it's the boneless boots with the spidery like strings around me. That was my most iconic outfit because that's kind of how it grew my algorithm. It started with that one viral video, and that's how I was introduced to wearing these shoes, and people started calling them many different names. Yep.
But I can tell you though, your success is real because you popped up on my timeline like 3 times before I followed you.
Yeah.
And like these, like they made me follow you because I'm like, I seen it one time, I was like, okay, what's this? And then the next time I said, okay, cutie. Mm-hmm. Next time I'm like, okay, I gotta follow her now because they want me to follow her. You know what I'm saying? And then I think we end up meeting you at the performance thing when we did it in Macon, Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this though. We here
with Crystal Jordan from Autistic magazine.
Come on, we got Crystal here with Awesomely Magazine. I want her to do her own intro. You want to say something to?
What do you want me to say? My question is, how did it feel doing a cover shoot for a magazine that is their foundation is autism awareness and acceptance?
Amazing. And it was just an honor to like experience doing it in general. Like it made me feel like a celebrity. I didn't even like get there, but I am getting there definitely. And I still am.
You were that in your own right.
Yeah. But I gotta go up here. Even though I feel like I'm up here already, it's like, wow. Yeah.
What was your favorite thing from the photo shoot? Even though it's not dropping right now, they getting a sample. What is your favorite moment from the photo shoot?
My favorite was like the different poses and like what I had to execute. Like it made me feel like I was being like fierce and just stunning. And I was like, wow, I know I'm stunning in them cameras, definitely. Yep.
I can't wait until the cuties see your photo shoot and see how awesome you did.
Mm-hmm. We're just gonna ignore the struggles now, you know, the wobbling over the yeah.
We got the
but
behind
that
the
was all
scenes.
amazing itself.
And we want to shout out to Key, you know what I'm saying? She was on the camera. You want to ask a question, Key? Say so, Key, so we can clip this up. Yeah, we gonna get it.
How you doing?
Hello.
Okay. So I had an amazing time shooting with you. I feel like you really just fell in line with everything, like just a natural model. I love how you just take direction, like amazingly. Like you didn't have to really say much. You just really kind of went into it. I just let you do your own thing, and then you know, added in the poses and stuff. It was amazing. But as a young artist, what is something that you would tell other people that are also dealing with autism or other illnesses or diseases that they're going through? What advice would you give them as far as like pursuing their dreams?
I would say ignore the negativity that goes around to the misunderstood, that doesn't understand in general what autism really means, and just push on forward on what you love doing the most. That's like the biggest point in general, because what you love doing the most can help you financially and just can take you up there. And yeah.
Okay. That's amazing advice. You know what I'm saying? Now, something big is happening behind the scenes for Morgan as well. You got a Grammy consideration. So that's like big time. You know what I'm saying? Like you on the way. How does it feel to even get recognized by the Grammys?
That's like, yo, what? Like, wow, I just put my first album out. Just whoa, like it's shocking. That's really all it is to me. It's like, wow, I come all this way doing this and that, and just wow, I get recognized by random people. It's like, wow.
Speaking of like getting recognized, you know what I'm saying, by the Grammys, like whether you win or not, like this is a major thing.
Yes, it's very major.
So how is important? How important is it to have a team? Because I see you do have a team. How important is it for you to have a team so you can get these type of things happen?
Yeah, it's very important, honestly. You know, I got my dad on the producing, I got my mom, you know, hearing out my vocals, and, you know, them and other people around me that help me. It's just all amazing. And it just like gets me one step closer. I'm climbing up, I'm getting further, and I know I am. And yeah.
What do you want to say to your future self? Because like in a couple years, you're gonna be like unreachable for a lot of people. So what would you tell your future self? Like, you know,
you got this.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, short and sweet.
What would you tell your past self?
I would tell my past self, you're growing to be something big. You'll know sooner or later.
How does it feel to go outside? I'm pretty sure you get recognized a lot, no?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I do. In like random moments where I just don't expect it. One like day, I was in this Burger King drive-thru just to order something. I was just Morgan Janay. Yeah. And I ordered Impossible Whopper, right? This lady, she pulls down her windows. She's like looking at me. She's like, do I know you? And I'm just looking. My mom thought she was talking to her. She was like, wait, what? And then she looked at me and she was like, no, I know you. And I was like, wait, me? Yes, you're Morgan Janay, right? Whoa. Wait. My hair is messy. Why is she looking at me? I'm not Morgan Janay today. I'm Morgan. So, and I was like, yeah, hey. She's like, hi, I love your song, Cutest. I was like, thank you. My mom pulled off, and she had the burger. We were eating. I was like, wow, what? Someone knew me? I thought I was unrecognizable with my messy hair. You know, stuff like that. They know me, and I was shocked. Yeah.
Does it happen often? Like when you go places, is it happening more than not?
Yeah, often.
Okay.
I'd say often, yeah.
Okay. Now let's get into the album. Get into the album.
Okay.
Let the people know the album title. And we already know the single out the album. But it's also a song. I don't want to say the song wrong, but I know it's the outro.
Yeah.
You know, so it's explain the album title, and the outro song for the album.
Okay, so body of work is basically my creativity throughout the years of me just learning things and expressing myself. And my album is within feeling. So, you know, at moments I would feel creative. I would do something mostly on my piano. I would sing, and boom, it just goes on from there. And the outro he's mentioning is called Neurodivergent, which is that song. And it's amazing. And it expresses about, you know, we deserve to dream. It's basically mentioning to everybody else, like, do you love us? Like, are you just judging us for who we are? You're not trying to understand us like that. And that's how I wrote that song from there. And it's very powerful. So I can totally understand why you like it.
Yeah. So with all, you know, these songs are kind of deep because I was listening to it. Like how do you control your emotions doing these songs?
I mean, I just do, but sometimes, but really, I just go with the flow. And also, I don't really want to like be too emotional for it, even though it is kind of an emotional case, but I'm being a powerful emotion.
Right.
Like where I'm not expressing it, but I'm more giving it to them. And yeah, kind of at the same time expressing it as well, because it is very powerful too. So yeah.
Okay. What do we got to look forward to album wise? Like we got videos coming. What we got coming that to kind of promote the album?
Well, yeah, future videos that are coming up within those songs as well. You know, I'm thinking of Strawberry Bliss low-key, because that was my jam. It's a fun song. I'm thinking of Starlight. It's very soothing. Nighttime. I feel like the scene's gonna be mind-blowing. I just can't wait. And yeah, y'all are gonna see those coming up soon as, you know, my journey goes on from there.
Yeah, amazing album. I ain't heard the whole album, but I at least heard half of it just sitting here in the photo shoot. Amazing album.
Yeah.
The vocals on there are powerful. The engineering on it is insane.
Yes.
Shout out to Dad. He's like,
yeah,
killing it.
he did that. I was shocked too when I heard the afters. I was like, whoa.
He's killing it. All right, so this is your commercial. For the people that don't know, for the people that do know, and for the people that's finna find out, this is your commercial. Sell yourself to the people. Go.
Well, you can follow me at Morgan Janay Official on Instagram and all platforms. And also you can check out my website, morganjanay.com. And you'll see everything about me and learn my history and learn my past as well. And just who I am as an artist. So yeah, thank y'all for staying with me in the journey. Appreciate y'all.
And that's what we outside
Bye, everybody.
Gone.